Hello everyone and welcome to Module 4, Social Stratification. As we complete this module, you will meet the following learning objectives. You will analyze how social class impacts individuals' life chances, examine cultural beliefs and biases, social roles, social inequalities, and existing social conditions, particularly in relation to your final topic for your milestones and final paper. And you'll create a connection between sociological concepts using a concept map, which is a concept map is quite straightforwardly a PowerPoint presentation that you will do as part of your final project for milestone 2. So, social inequality, the next page here, refers to the unequal distribution of power, prestige, and wealth. A number of factors can influence social inequality, including both individual characteristics, such as social class, race, ethnicity, and gender, and the structure of social institutions such as politics, education, religion, and the economy. Stratification is a division of society into groups. They're arranged in a hierarchy, or you can think from low to high. It's how groups of people are divided, where social power and wealth are unequally distributed. Sociologists use stratification to refer to the division of society based on income, usually in terms of upper, middle, and lower class. The upper class consists of society's wealthiest individuals, typically those earning more than $250,000 annually. You can have some of the very highest earning physicians, but mainly we're talking CEOs of corporations, and their wealth. They also have access to ways to acquire wealth that most people don't have through stock holding opportunities. The middle class generally consists of white-collar workers with a range of incomes. You can best think of the middle class as further divided or stratified into the upper middle class from about $80 to $120 to $140,000 a year. This is comprised of professional managers, medical professionals such as doctors, the upper strata of nurses, engineering professors, and attorneys. The lower middle class, from about $40,000 to about $92,000 a year, $80,000 to $90,000 a year. Teachers, entry-level professors, supervisors, police, fire, and middle-level workers, medical workers, for example. Notice that these are not hard and fast borders. They're conceptual barriers. It's all contingent also on how many folks you have in your household. We usually measure income not necessarily merely on the basis of individuals, but on households. Finally, the lower class tends to be society's least educated, with low to no skill jobs and high rates of unemployment. Members of the lower class are typically those who fall below the federal poverty line, which is about $23,000 for a family of 4. The structure of our stratified society is such that simply getting a job that pays well enough to not only pay the bills, but to save money and impose one's life is not an easy thing to do. Social mobility, which is the movement of an individual or a group from one social class to the next, is not easily attainable because it's often difficult to save money and get ahead. This means that most people will generally, there's not as much class mobility even as there used to be. Well, this might not always be the case. Moving from one class to the next is very difficult. Okay, in Module 4, you will review 3 media sources that address income, wealth, and racial inequality and stratification. So here are your required resources. Note that these first 2 here have to do with income, wealth, social class, and racial stratification. These have to do with how to best put together your sources for your milestone. And then this third video you'll need to watch, you're going to be summarizing this, is wealth inequality in America. Okay? So, there's a link also to the wealth inequality in America video in your first assignment. Okay? For this module, there's 2 assignments. There's a worksheet. Okay? And let's take a look at that. And that worksheet is, where is that? Here. Let's look at that. Okay, let me move this over here for just a minute. Bear with me for just a moment. Okay, yeah, very good. Okay. There's also a link to this, as you saw in the assignments. Okay. So, watch this video. It's available on wealth inequality, and then answer the following questions. Okay. Okay. And please, if you have any questions about, please look for the worksheet guidelines as well. Let's take a look at those. Here, describe, here's the text of the assignment. And then you're going to go and you're going to look at, you're going to identify these concepts. You'll be graded based on your articulation of these concepts here. Okay. So, that's not what let's go back to the table of contents for a moment, and we'll get back into Module 4. Okay. All right. So the second element you need to focus on is your milestone 2. Okay. Milestone 2. Okay. In this milestone, you're going to click the link for Final Project PowerPoint template. From here, you're going to create a presentation designed to aid you in visualizing your chosen issue, social issue that you're researching. You relate your social issue to the following sociological concepts: cultural beliefs and biases, social roles, social inequalities, and existing social conditions. This is a key critical component, right, for your final paper. Let's take a look at the rubric too. Okay. Your rubric will also break down what you need to do here. Okay. So if we go back here, okay, just to make certain, little head out of the way. Go back. Okay, this is milestone 1. Okay, again, it takes us to another link. Let me go back to, but you want to look at those. You want to look at the rubric. Okay, so this completes the work you will need to do for Module 4. It's a critical point. Please, before you start Milestone 2, review the feedback that you've been provided in Milestone 1, okay, that I will have given you. All right. Thank you, and best of luck this week.